Welcome back to Crochet Creations and a new Addictions number 156. I was looking through the videos for the last Addictions video. And apparently when I taped one of those days, I took 2 clips and put them together for one video, and it was not right. And so what you had actually watched is you watched a video twice. And then you saw what was supposed to be. And no one ever told me. And I never knew it. And a lot of times, you know, you're getting in a hurry and you're doing 2 and 3 videos. And that can happen. You're trying to hurry. But I didn't know it. So I'm sorry if you did that, but you were very nice and kept quiet about it. Anywho, let's do an Addictions video. Let's go through what I'm working on, what I finished in the last couple of weeks, because that's what an Addictions video is. And I haven't done one in a minute. And yeah, it's warm and we had turkey and I'm thirsty. All right, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. It is Thanksgiving. I'm going to try and upload this evening. So if you're all you ate everything and you're just sitting around not having anything to do, maybe you can see this video. All right, so where are we? Hats, hats, and more hats for November. I showed this hat finished. It is your go back here and see if I wrote it down. Daisy Farm Crafts. It is the one with the pom-pom on the top. It'll be linked down below. You know which one it is. So did I print the... Yeah, I think I have it printed. I do. And I'm making more than one. So I made one for the newest baby. And Crochet Ribbed Fun Fringe Hat by Daisy Farm Crafts. You can make it in any size. She has the changes for the sizes. And so I have one, and I haven't even worked on it. I have one started in the purple ombre, and this is the Big Twist acrylic. So that one won't be as, it'll be it'll be a little bit, but these are going in stockings. So I'm going to make one in the blue Big Twist, and these are what I'm giving away. Your choice in hats, hats, and more hats drawing for November. So be sure and get your November hats in on the Facebook group. If you're not a member, where have you been? These challenges go on every month, and we also have monthly, sometimes yearly challenges, and we have live challenges. Where's the hat I'm looking for? Oh, here it is. I brought everything out. So here's the finished one for November. I won't be showing it much again because I'll be drawing the winner for November coming up here in a few days. So this is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek, I believe in the 4 medium. So that's what that is. It's the party or one of those cool colorways. So one is done. Alright, so then I'm going to show you Hooks and Needles subscription. Now I did box number 2, and I think you saw it, but I'm going to show it in this video because I don't think I showed it. This was the headband for box number 2, and it was cables. I had never done cables before, and when you end it, it's a little bit wonky, but again, I had never done cables and have never tried to merge the cables, so I think it's not bad. I was crying about it, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'm doing another one. I figured I would do one of these in a smaller yarn. Well, it's not a smaller yarn, but it's not as let's say, it's still a 5 bulky, but it's not as bouncy and lofty. This is much smaller for whatever reason, and it's coming out great. It's a red, yeah, it's a Yarn Bee Tender Touch. Isn't it gorgeous? So it has a little halo. I think it's so soft, the Tender Touch. This is color was discontinued. I don't know if the yarn is also discontinued, but 100% acrylic. This is a beautiful 100% acrylic, and it has 135 yards of a bulky, I believe, yeah, bulky 5. And so I thought I'd start another one, so I did, and it's going to be a little bit smaller one for the little kids. I'm obsessed with that pattern. I mean, I didn't make 100 of them, but I have plans to make 100 of them. I'm gonna have to turn the air off or down a little. It's just a little too high. Just 1 second. It was just a little too warm in here for you know, having all the lights on. So I turned on the fan, and of course, as soon as you get in front of it, the next thing you know, now you're cold, right? Okay, let's see. Now, so that was box number 2 of the Hooks and Needles. And any of these subscriptions are now on a playlist, and it's called subscriptions. So if you want to see just a bunch of subscriptions opening, you know, you can go to that playlist now and see what the month for the one you want to see. Yarnable, Jimmy Beans, Hooks and Needles are my subscriptions that I open, and I decided I'd do a playlist for them, and when I open those, they will be separate videos, which is why I said the Yarnable video ended up being on the tail end of something, and I'm like, no, I didn't tape it that way. I didn't mean that. I can't fix it now. It's done and over with, so whatever. Yeah. Senior moment, so I guess. I don't know. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is box number 3. So that is Hooks and Needles. I have a video where I open this, and I started. I have not very far yet, but it's kind of fun because you take, you take a wool. I had to hank it up because, ball it up because it was in a hank. And you take another ball of mohair and you hold them together, and you're going to make a pair of mittens, and you're going to make them flat. So here is my start. Here is my cuff on my mittens, or fingerless gloves, I guess. And then this will be the body. And then you're going to end up sewing the side together. So this is going to wrap around your wrist. So that's glove number 1. Okay. So that's in that bag. Now I'm going to go on to the dresses we're making in the live. So we are up to week number 4. And we're making this dress from a pattern I found in the, I believe, Mary Maxim. And it's out of print. So we're doing it together. And here is week number 4. And it's starting to ruffle up to a pretty ruffle, kind of. There we go. So mine is cream color with a variegated as the body, the main body. And after you get down about here, we're going to change to a solid peach. So this is quite fun. This is probably going to fit Felicity at Easter time. I don't know. Maybe it'll still be too big, but that's okay. It'll fit whoever it fits. And everybody that's doing that with me is entering into prizes. That is on the Facebook group as well. And then we're also just doing a side crochet with Christy on the side. We're using cotton yarn on this one. And this one is out of a vintage hooked on crochet book. And it is That Far, So Far. Doing pretty good. Let's see if I can get rid of that shadow a little bit more. That's probably better. I don't understand why I have a shadow today. See, I've got one. It's I don't know. Well, whatever, it's whatever. I went ahead and sewed on the little birdie. I have some Baby Bee Lulu that I'm going to be putting on this dress. So that's kind of fun. Got to change it up, make it my own, that kind of thing. So we'll be working on this soon again, probably tomorrow. And let's see. Okay, so now I am up to, yes, the Holiday Christmas Afghan Make-Along. It was announced last Sunday, and I put a post up recently to start out the blanket, and I started it out with you guys. And I'm using a big honkin' Stitch Studio ball to start with, and some red, some green, some blue, and some teal from Stitch Studio. That was the Sparkle line. And I have a few rows done, and the color changes. So this is where we started. So this is the chain row, the first row, the chain, and this is how far in the colors that I've gotten, and I have about 80 inches done. So as far as width-wise, or length-wise, I should say. And so I'm working this way. So over here, as it's getting wider, it's going to start another stripe after 5 rows of white. Then when you hit a 40 some odd rows, you're going to come back to this chain edge, and you're going to start again and go this way. So that's an unusual way to do it, but I think it's because of this wave that you don't see it when you do this, but when you hold it like this, it kind of does a wave. But only because I think is that you only skipped you skipped, what, one? I don't know. I don't know why, but it's very tight. The chain is very tight with those shells on it. But I think it's going to be okay. There's some rows that you leave fringe on, and some rows you just keep turning. The white rows, you just keep turning. So, yeah, there's the start of the Afghan, and I'm excited about working on it at the moment. I'm sure I'll say, oh, look, there's a squirrel. But for now, it's fun. And last, but certainly not least, is something I haven't shown at all. This I've been keeping between me and I think maybe one of you, I told. I don't think she's seen it yet, but I said something to her about working on this. Now, I was hoping to have this done today by Thanksgiving because I wanted to show you on Thanksgiving and put it on Claire, and it was done. Well, it's not. Sometime during Vlogmas, maybe it will be done, and I can show you done. But for now, I got to show you. I just have to. So this is a shawl. It is called the Reading Shawl by Ophelia Talks, or Ophelia Talks, and I think she has a regular name. But I was watching her and I thought this was a little different. Now this reminds me of the shawl that Ravini just did, and I was trying to be quiet and not tell her I was doing one so she wouldn't know, because I wanted to finish it. This is my skeins of macchiato in the Boundless colorway, which is the fall colorway. I decided to use it. So this is my second cake of this. Yes, I used cake. Cake with halo. All right, so I'm working on it. Whenever it gets low and it needs to be ended is when I'm going to end the shawl. So whatever size it comes out to be. So you start at the neckline and you start with that. So this shape is your shape your shawl is going to be. So the middle section is a solid and the wings are not. The wings are, look at that color. Look at that. I can almost show it on the screen. So the two wings are not solid and the back is solid to give you a little warmth. But how cool is this? And in that Boundless, the colors are really nice. Just have to, potato chippy pattern. Just have to pay attention to where you are and just keep going. And each row, like some rows are solid rows and some rows are fillet. And that's how I think it's cool. That's one whole cake in there, and maybe not quite half of the second one. All right, so yes, I shared something that I have not shared yet. That's kind of fun. What else have I done? I've been working on getting everything ready for Vlogmas, and I've done a few videos already. I figured, what the heck, let's go ahead and start. I'm liking it. We're having an ornament exchange. I've opened ornaments already. 5 or 6 packages have come. I have spaced the videos out a little bit, so if you have sent something and you didn't see your video yet, it's because I didn't want to have 2 and 3 videos a day. I would much rather space it out if I can. So don't worry, I will open everybody's on camera. So if you don't want your package opened on camera, either don't send one or write it on the outside of the package, because I'm going to open it. Okay, we're going to have a new bracket board. I have the paper and the bracket all ready to go, and I'm going to use this board from the smaller board from when we had 2 brackets, which is 16 spots. I have an ornament swap project bag for winners. I mean, for the winner of the draw between the ornament swap. One lucky person will win a project bag with some yarn in it and some stitch markers. And the bracket game will also have a project bag for the winner and some yarn and some stitch markers. So how fun is this coming up? I always try to do some new stitch markers and stuff for everybody, and I do have quite a few. I had some donations. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for everybody's help in shipping. The new member group here helps, and the stitch markers that were sent to me, they help a lot too, to make sure that I always have some prizes to give away. Appreciate all your support for my channel and this community. I'm very thankful on Thanksgiving for all of you. Let me see, anything else? A lot of the Vlogmas videos will be down on the camera and things like that. There will be occasionally a drawing here or there. You never know when, so please make a comment on every video, because you never know when I'm just going to go back and draw from one. And the reason why I say that is because when I say I'm going to do a drawing, then I have to remember to do it. But if I don't say it and I just do one, then I don't have to remember. I can just say, oh, I'm going to do a drawing today, and do it. Surprise. And any of the make-alongs that are going on, like the Navajo blanket, that one is staying. I'm just going to leave it up because we want to see your scraps in the Navajo blanket. It's not necessarily for prizes as much as it is for somewhere to put our scraps, and I happen to have one going, so I figured I'd leave it up. The baby one is the same way. Cuddle Along is for you to put any of your baby items you want us to see that you made, so that it's, you know, in a post. And so I'm going to leave it up. That doesn't mean that there's going to be prizes from that one either. I have done that in the past, but I'm just going to leave those 2 up. Show and Tell, that is the same way. I have not been pulling prizes from that. I did once or twice, but I'm just going to leave it up for a little while, and I'll probably take it down because of it gets so many, and I'll put up a new one for the new year. But we will have new hats and more hats for December, and then we're going to have it drawing for the final grand prize for 2023 in hats and more hats, because I have a bonus bag that I give to someone. All you have to do is have a hat every single month, and your name gets put in that drawing. It is hard to have a hat every single month, I know that, but I figure it is an incentive for those that's what they like, and that's why they do it. Okay, I think I'm done for tonight. I don't know. I got a crocheting I want to do. So I will talk to y'all later. Take a moment out of each day. Be creative, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye for now.